So Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. Really good deck. He is a justice hero right out of the box. I didn't change anything to his deck. If you're wondering why is he not introducing himself, well, I already did that. Here's the intro video down over here. Somewhere in there I'll put it. But yeah, we're doing this multiversal thing. I think we're going to try to keep this theme throughout. It's pretty exciting, and it showcases both decks at the same time without having to wait, which I like. Sandman's the first scenario. Very exciting. I think it's a great intro scenario. And at the end of this, we'll kind of recap a little bit, and we'll get into the next scenario, scenario 2 after that. So with all that being said, oh, and don't worry about the card builds. I kind of go over them in detail as they come up, so we'll go over it. But with all that being said, let's get started. All right, down to the table, we have our Sandman, we have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, we have these treachery cards, we have our campaign book. Let's peek at this. Don't want to give away too much, but first couple pages show just kind of the keywords and titles, that kind of thing. The campaign mode, campaign specific cards, it's all very much the same as we've seen before, but this, the reputation track, this is new. What this is, as you achieve different things here, I'll go to this back page here. As you achieve different things, different conditions here at the bottom, your reputation goes up. As your reputation goes up, you get access to boons, which will help you, and you also get access to quote-unquote scars. Whoa. As you get different Osborne texts and that kind of thing that gets put in as you go along. And then they also have this here. I'm going to print one of these out for the campaign so that I'm not messing this up, because I don't like to write in these books. Let's flip back. And yeah, so expert campaign, which we're not doing. We're doing standard, as I said. And the campaign log and all that. I also thought it was kind of funny. Down at the bottom, permission granted to print or photocopy for personal use. All right, so let's get into this campaign a little bit. Downtown Manhattan. Morales, there's an issue around 66th and 1st. We need you there immediately. Hey, Fury, I was just thinking about you. How was your trip? Did you see dolphins? Miles, take care of it. Okay, fine. We're on our way. And then the Upper East Side. Sandman's there. Ghost Spider, go in from the left. I'll come in from behind. Got it. Whoosh. Splat. Can't hit the Sandman. Can't hit the Sandman. Alright, Scenario 1, Sandman. Almost as if he were prepared for a fight, Sandman unleashes a deluge of dust upon you, sand blasting in the surrounding buildings and filling large portions of the street with tidal sands. Though people in the area try their hardest to escape, the surging sands become too much as the battle rages on. There are civilians in desperate need of rescue. Sandman 1 and 2 we're doing. The Hapless Pedestrian's main scheme. Then we have all the encounters there. And then for setup, we're going to do Public Outcry and Smear Campaign. These treacheries get added in. And then we're going to choose a random community service side scheme and put that in random. And that's pretty much the book. So these treacheries here. Public Outcry. Victory 1 uses 2 notoriety counters. Adds an acceleration, but after a minion or side scheme is defeated, remove a notoriety counter from here. So this is an environment that stays in play, and then the Smear Campaign basically adds more notoriety counters on it. You know, I forget the guy, J.K. Simmons' character, but I forget his name, but yeah, he's the one doing the Smear Campaign. And then these, the community service campaigns, they're all the same. Victory ones, they do different interrupts and that kind of thing. They all have surge. They all have different varying amounts of threat on them, which I kind of like that. You know, the old campaigns, you'd have a side scheme that was set to that scenario. These you kind of just do random, so it kind of adds a little bit more variability to it. Let's do this one. Not even going to look at it. because I want to be surprised. Okay, so we're going to tuck these in here. One in the back, one in the middle, one in the front. Shuffle these up. All right. And then we have our Miles Morales Spider-Man. He's a civilian. After you change to this form, shuffle one Spider-Man card from your discard pile into your deck. So you'll be flipping a lot. He's only got 9 hit points, but 4 recovery, so you can kind of let it go a little bit. And then his hero side is a 2/2/2, 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. He has a Venom Blast. You can deal 2 damage to an enemy, stun that enemy, and a Spider Camouflage. Give Spider-Man a tough status and confuse an enemy. So you have different cards in your deck that will trigger these. I don't think you just get to do them. I think you need to trigger them, but we'll find that out. I haven't played this yet. I haven't played Miles or Sandman yet. We are kind of just feeling our way out. We're going to see what happens. I might make mistakes, but we'll see. Sandman, 16 health to start. 1 scheme, 2 attack. He has a force interrupt. When he attacks, he does indirect damage. And if your identity takes any amount of damage, resolve the Surging Sands ability on City Streets, which is an environment which we'll get out in a second. Pretty straightforward. 16 health. One of the higher ones, I think, for the opening bosses. And then Hapless Pedestrians. We're going to search for City Streets, and we're going to get that out. Let's find that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. All right, so let's shuffle this up real quick. Just since it was on the bottom, I guess we can just do it real quick. All right. That's good to go. City Streets location. So the Surging Sands special, place 1 sand counter here. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of sand counters here. So it looks like we're going to add 1 and then discard cards. This stays in play, and that's just going to burn through his deck. Sand will slip through your fingers. 4 sand counters to start. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to start. So if he attacks and does damage to me, 4 cards will get discarded. Flip over. Hapless Pedestrians. Sandman floods the city streets with rushing sands, putting innocent bystanders in great danger. And then after an acceleration token is placed on this scheme, deal 3 indirect damage to the first player. So this is going to start with 2. 2 on it there. Okay. I think with that, everything's ready to go. We're all set up, and we can begin our encounter. So we're going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll Miles Morales. Web Shot. Hero action. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If I paid with this lightning, resolve Spider-Man's Venom Blast ability. Yeah, so that's going to do... Yeah. Homeland Intervention, a shield tactic. Exhaust up to 3 shield cards and choose a scheme 2 threat for each card exhausted that way. Genius. Swing in. Hero Thwart. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you pay for this card using a science resource, you get the Spider Camouflage ability. Government Liaison. Exhaust Government Liaison. Play a shield card from your hand, reducing its resource cost by 1. And Surveillance Team, so I can get that out for 1. Is there anything I want to get rid of? I think I don't need right now. Maybe Homeland Intervention. Well, I could exhaust and do 2. That's a good one. That may be... The shield, that's a shield. I think I'm just gonna keep my hand. I think we're all right here. Okay, so let's flip over and let's go ahead and swing in. So we're gonna swing in. 2 genius, swing in. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this card using a science resource, which I did, resolve Spider-Man's camouflage ability. His camouflage ability is going to give a tough status card and confuse the enemy. So let's see. Of course, all I have is stunned, confused, and tough. So tough here, confused there. That'll be good if we're flipping back over. 4 damage with a lightning, using a lightning resource. So I could. How do I want to get this out? Actually, let's spend these 2, and we're going to web shot. 4 damage to an enemy. If I paid for this card using a lightning resource, let's resolve Spider-Man's Venom Blast. So let's do the 4 damage first. And then Venom Blast. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. So another 2 damage. And he's now stunned. And confused. And this, I don't know. I don't think I want it. I am going to, well, let's thwart 2. Okay. That was a pretty decent opening hand. That was lucky. Stunned and confused. He's down to 10 health. So I get 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Young Love. We don't have. Just kidding. We do. Well, no, because I can't use this because you need the alter egos. So this is legit. This comes pre-made into the deck. I didn't touch these decks, but you would do this if you were multi-handed or 2-player. Ghost Spire, a Web Warrior, which I am. Leaves play. Search your deck for identify the specific event and shuffle and add it to your hand. Another web shot. Acrobatics. 2 damage to an enemy. Has a stun status card. Deal 3 additional damage. If he has any. Oh, baby. Yeah. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Let's see what happens here. 1's on the main scheme. I'll put it up here. He goes to attack, but he's stunned, so we'll get rid of the stun status card. And then we don't have to worry about this. We can go ahead and do our encounter card. Sand Slide. Place 2 sand counters on city streets, then resolve its surging sands. If at least 1 Sandman card was discarded this way, you're stunned. How about that? So we're going to put 2 on there, making it 6. Oh, I dropped them. Okay. Then we're going to resolve. So we are going to discard 6 cards from. Yeah, that makes me think you should just always keep this to a minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're looking for a Sandman card. That's a Sandman card. 2 Sandman cards. So I'm stunned, which means I can't attack. But that's okay. I can work my way around that, I think. Let's. Acrobatics. I think I have to do this. I know. But yeah, I have a wild. Yeah, this is going to be an insane round. Alright, so I will attack to get rid of my stunned. And then I'm going to spend Ghost Spider and Web Shot to play a Web Shot. And since that wild I can use as a lightning resource, we're going to do Venom Blast. Venom Blast is going to do 2 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. 4 damage, so that's 6 damage. Oh, I don't really want to use it now, though, because whatever. He's stunned for sure. He's down to 4. Does do 6 damage? 4 plus 2. Okay, and then if I do this, it's kind of a waste. I'm wasting 4 damage. But that's okay. Let's see what happens. So that was 2 turns, and we're on Sandman 2. That's pretty good. Okay, so Sandman 2 comes in. He has 1 scheme, 3 attack. We're going to resolve the Surging Sands ability on city streets. And this is going to be very interesting. So we're going to add 1, right? Add 1 sand counter. So now we have 3, 6, 7. And he comes in with how much health? He comes in 18, looks like. Two, 4, 6, and 8. Okay. We're going to resolve that. So we're going to discard 7 cards from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. He's blowing through this deck. Can I look at him? Sure. Doesn't look like anything super bad happened in there. Do I want to flip and get more cards? What's my flip again? After you change shuffle 1 Spider-Man card. He is confused. Alright. Yeah, I think I want to flip. After you change this form, shuffle 1 of my Spider-Man cards from my discard pile. So I think I'm going to put Web Shot back in there. We're going to shuffle that. Web Shot's going back in. Middle there somewhere. Since he's confused, he's stunned, I'm tough, so I've got like 3 turns to do stuff and just hope that I don't get beat up. Alright, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Global Logistics. Exhaust 1 shield card. You control, look at the top 4 cards of a player deck or the encounter deck. Discard any number of those, put the others on top, so I can just do whatever I want. Swing in, remove 4 threat. Spider-Woman, reduce the cost to play for each confused enemy. That's a bad time for that. After you use space, discard, resolve Spider Camouflage. Oh. Okay. 1 is going on the main scheme. He goes to scheme, but he's confused. And then we're going to get our encounter card. Sand Clone. X is equal to the number of counters in city streets, which is 7. So he's attacking for 7. Holy crap. Should probably get that under control, I guess. Alright. So let's do this. Let's do this, and we'll put out this upgrade. After your hero uses a base cut power. So let's flip. And let's use a basic power of what? Attack or thwart? Let's attack. For what? For 2? For 2. Let's attack for 2 on this Sand Clone that's actually going to rock me. After your hero uses a basic power, discard defense mechanism. Resolve Spider Camouflage, which is give Spider-Man a tough status card and confuse an enemy. So we're going to confuse an enemy. So that will reduce Spider-Woman by 1 for each confused enemy in play. So I can just spend this to get her out. And then she'll attack to get rid of that Sand Clone. And then what do I want to do? Swing in? I'll hang on to swing in. I'll get rid of the other one. All right, let's draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Ooh, web shot, web shooter. Double life, change your form. If you paid for this card, ready your identity. That's pretty awesome. All right, one's on the main scheme. He is going to go to attack, but he can't because he's stunned. So we'll get rid of that. And now we'll get our encounter card. Ooh, another sand clone. All right. So if I attack, change it with this, flip over, I can put something back into my thing. And then if I can reflip back over, do it again. Alright, so if I do this for that, I pay this for that, I won't have enough for a web shot, and I need a web shot. Alright. So let's pay this for a web shooter. This has 3 counters on it. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to spend these 2 for web shot, 4 damage to an enemy. I did pay with a lightning, so he goes away, and I'll resolve my Venom Blast, which will deal 2 damage to an enemy and stun that enemy. I will then exhaust Spider-Woman, and for the love of God, we're going to remove 2 tokens, down to 5. And then I think I'll do another 2 attack on Sandman. Okay. Okay. Do I want to flip? If I flip, I get to put another card back into play. He goes to confused, but he's confused. No. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Field Agent uses 3 backup counters. When a shield ally would take any amount of consequential damage, exhaust Field Agent and remove 1 backup counter from it. Prevent 1 of that damage. So, free thwart, I guess. That's pretty cool. Strength. Dum Duggan. When you use one of Dum Duggan's basic powers, exhaust up to 3 shield cards you control. He gets +1. How about that? How about that? There's the Peter Parker Spider-Man. You have to pay with a lightning, a physical, and a science, which I do have. After he attacks or thwarts, choose another web warrior character and ready that character. Huh. Dum Duggan, though. 3 attack, and if I exhaust Spider-Woman, that's 4 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my whole hand, though. Alright, let's see what happens first. Oop. First, we're going to put 1 on the main scheme. He's going to attack, but he's stunned. Then we're going to get our encounter card of Condition. Attached to Sandman. When you would deal any amount of damage to Sandman, discard Sandform instead. Resolve the Searching Sands ability. Alright, any amount of damage. So we're looking for low damage. Ping him for 1. Okay, before we get all crazy. So what is that? Does that change my thought? All right, 1, 2, 3. For Spider-Man, Web counters are down there. So Spider-Man's going to come out. Or wait. No. Hold on. Back it up. I have to pay it for specific. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. I'm good. All right. So 1, 2, and then web shooter is my wild, but I'll use that as a lightning. Okay. So I got Spider-Man out. And I'm going to overpay for field agent. But this has 3 backup counters. And that means I get to do stuff with Spider-Man for free. I will exhaust Spider-Woman, and I'll remove 2 counters off of here. Maybe. So we're down to 3 on that. I will do a basic attack of 2. He will get rid of this, and we're going to resolve the shifting sands. So we're up to 4. 1, 2. Oops. Let's not knock that over. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's getting discarded. There's our community service, the gang up. All right. Now I can attack for 2 and prevent. Oh, this is only shield allies. Oh, that's stupid. I didn't read it that close. I'm still taking the damage of Spider-Man, I guess. He's attacking for 2. But I can choose another Web Warrior character. Ready that character. I guess I'll ready up Spider-Man. And then I will attack for another 2. Down to 10. And then I think I'll flip. And I'll shuffle. Web shot back into my. Shuffle this back in here. That's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how the tough status works with indirect damage. I think I could just focus all of it on me and just remove the tough. Or if I have to ping 1 tough off, I'm not sure. Jefferson Davis, exhaust Jefferson Davis, remove 1 threat from the scheme with the least threat. There's no threat. Okay, government liaison. Man, they really. I guess if you get 2 of them out, you can reduce. That's a lot of build up though. Double life. Sky Destroyer. After you play a shield card, exhaust. 2 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, I think we'll. Might be able to do something. Alright. 1's going on the main scheme. Sorry, I'm contemplating my next move. He's going to scheme, but he's confused, so we'll get rid of that. And then we'll get our next encounter card, which is going to be Friends and Family Obligation. While in hero form, increase the resource cost of each event you play by 1. Discard 1 identity-specific card from your hand. Discard this obligation. I guess that will have to be double life. Yeah. Alright, I'll discard that from my hand. And I can discard this obligation. Since I'm in alter ego form already, that was lucky. And then I think we're going to be able to. If we spend 1 web shooter. Oh, I gotta flip first. 1 web shooter. 2. 3. print out Sky Destroyer. After you play a shield card, exhaust Star Destroyer, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Then if I play this, exhaust 1 shield card you control, I'll exhaust this shield card. Look at the top 4 cards of player deck or encounter deck. Discard any number of those. Alright, top 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And put the others back on the top or bottom of that deck in any order. Power Within. Yeah, let's put that up top. Sure. I don't think it matters. Alright. What do I have left? Agent, nobody. Okay. So. Oh, I played a shield, so I can exhaust and deal 2 damage to an enemy. So that takes Sandman down to 8. Two, 4, 6, and 8. We'll then do 2 attack, Spider-Man. 2 attack with Spider-Man. After Spider-Man attacks or thwarts, choose another Web Warrior character and ready that character. So already Spider-Man. And then Spider-Woman. Oh, he did his 2 attack. Almost forgot that. Right? 2, 4, 6. And then attack for 2. And attack for 2. Alright. That's GG's. I think his kit is really good. I like this Spider-Man. It does a lot of damage if you can set it up right. A lot of damage. You can big swings on this one. Some of the shield cards and the justice cards, I don't know. After this campaign, I'd like to see maybe an aggression Spider-Man or a defense Spider-Man maybe. I don't know. This got out of hand really fast. That was crazy. That guy was swinging for 7. That was fun. Okay, let's go to the end here and let's see what we got. Okay, so we did all that. We said all that. Victory! Use the conditions section. Calculate your group's total reputation value. Then mark that number of nodes. We didn't do any community service. So let's go see what kind of crap we got going on here. The reputation track. Okay. Victory points in the victory display. None. No side schemes in play. Alright, that's 1. Fewer than 1 acceleration. Yep. No minions in play. Yep. No threat on the main scheme. No defeated identities. Yep. So we got 4. So we're up to here. We will deal 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're gonna deal 3 campaign. What the hell? That was loud as hell. Sorry about that. That was my phone dropping off the thing. Scared the crap out of me. Literally, it smells like poop. 3 campaign shield tech upgrades at random to a player. That player may choose 1. Add to the deck for the rest of the campaign. Oh. Record that card. And then we're also going to get an Osborne tech attachment. Record its name in the Osborne tech section. We'll do that next time, though. This was a wonderful first encounter. Sandman, Spider-Man. All right. So, pretty awesome playthrough. I'm not sure about the justice, though. We'll get there. We're going to need that thwart, I have a feeling. All right. So that was Spider-Man. I almost just said Sandman. That was Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Pretty interesting hero. Can have some huge swings. Good thwarts, you know, his flipping a lot. And Sandman, pretty enjoyable. Those sand counters really almost got away from us, huh? That's wrapping up this episode. If you want to see what happens in the Ghost Spider and you haven't already, go ahead, click the link after the video ends, and we'll loop you right on back to episode 1 of Ghost Spider. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know rules, mistakes, all that good stuff. And yeah, have a good one.